Hello dear students, in this video lesson you all learn about your second PUC first chapter solid state. In previous year you learned the topic of states of matter and you know the meaning of atom, molecules and ions. Let us come to the point of states of matter. State of matter is one of the distinct forms in which matter can exist. There are total 5 states of matters are there, mainly solid, liquid, gas, plasma and Bose condensate state or Bose-Einstein condensate state. But mainly 3 states are observable in everyday life. Those are gas, liquid and solid. Let us come to the characteristic features of solid, liquid and gases. Solids, they have definite shape and a definite volume. All the particles are very close together in the solids. And liquids. Liquids have an indefinite shape and definite value. Here the particles are not very close together. They are far away from each other. Then come to the point of gases. Gases have an indefinite shape and an indefinite value. Means neither shape nor value. All the particles in the gases are very far apart and they move freely. Now we are studying states of matter in that solid state. So here the solid molecules. Let us see, the solid molecules are very tightly arranged. They are very tightly packed. There are some of the characteristics properties of the solid state are they have definite mass, volume and shape. There the intermolecular distances are short and intermolecular forces are strong. Their constituent particles like atoms, molecules or ions have fixed positions and can only oscillate about their mean positions, and they have incompressible and they are rigid in nature. Mainly there are two types of the solids. That two types are based upon atomic arrangement, binding energy, physical and chemical properties. Those two types are crystalline and amorphous. Let us see what about crystalline and amorphous solids are. Crystalline solids. The building constituents arrange themselves in a regular manner throughout the entire three-dimensional networks. What? Atoms or the particles, they arrange themselves in regular manner like three-dimensional network. Then existence of crystalline lattices here. A crystalline lattice is in a solid figure which has a definite geometrical shape with flat faces and sharp edges. The main feature is what? The crystalline solids has a definite geometrical shape and they are incompressible. They are orderly arranged units. Then they have sharp melting point. They are anisotropy in nature and they have definite geometry. They give an idea of X-ray diffraction bands. Examples as NaCl, cesium chloride, etc. Then amorphous solids, they derived from Greek word amorphe. Amorphe meaning is shapeless. No regular but haphazard arrangement of atoms or the molecules. They also considered as non-crystalline solids or supercooled liquids. Amorphous solids called the non-crystalline solids or the supercooled liquids or the pseudo-solids. Why the name pseudo-solids or the supercooled liquids? Because these amorphous solids have a tendency to flow through very slowly. Take an example of polymers, glass and plastics. rubber also. See here, they have no sharp melting point, they are isotropic in nature, no definite geometrical shape, and they do not give the idea of X-ray diffraction bands. The examples for the amorphous solids are glass, rubber, plastics. Let us see the difference between amorphous and crystalline solids. First one, amorphous solids. These are irregular pattern of ions, molecules or atoms in a solid. And in a crystalline solids, they have regular and repeating arrangement of the components in a solid. Means amorphous solids, they do not have the definite geometry, but crystalline solids have the definite geometrical shape. Then second point, they melt over a range of a temperature. They have a sharp melting point in crystalline solids. Third one, no definite heat of fusion is for the amorphous. Then crystalline solids have the definite heat of fusion. Then the example included as glass, rubber, polymers for the amorphous, and the example include a diamond, graphite, and NaCl crystal, cesium chloride crystals, etc. Amorphous solids are the isotropic in nature and crystalline solids are anisotropic in nature. This is all about the types of solids. Thank you.